pursue a career in law because it gives me an opportunity to help people. When a client chooses us to represent them, they're entrusting us with a huge responsibility. It's our goal to exceed their expectations with our personalized service and to help them to achieve the best possible recovery to compensate them for their injuries.
That's where we come in. We come in and we solve that problem for them and really set them on the right track in order to try and get back to what their life was like before the accident happened.
Wow. The applause was loud. It must be 1,000 people watching us because I heard the way that they was clapping and all like that. That might have been a football game too, though, because somebody might have got a touchdown and we was just hearing like the reverb or whatever from that. That was probably what just happened. Anyway, but either or, hey, y'all, hey, here we go. We're back at the Big Bone Yard. I think we actually did it in 7 or 6 or however many days it was, but five, right. 5 days later, here we go. But yeah, man, hey, welcome to the Big Bone Yard, y'all. You got me, Big Bone, you got Archbishop, and yeah, we're gonna chop it up a little something tonight on a couple of different things. But as per always, Miss Lenora Sanders, good to see you, ma'am. Always good to see you. You deserve that, ma'am. That's right. And hello to you. Like we see Kimo Luciano, Esther Richardson, and it's good to see y'all. But look, tell y'all what, and we know it's a football. It's an NFL night, so we ain't gonna keep you all month or nothing like that. But we're definitely gonna have a good time, and we hope y'all can hang out with us for a little something. And
I know Cowboys playing.
Say what? Say what?
I said, yeah, because my Cowboys playing. I'm trying to do the show and watch the game.
Hey, I tell you what, I took the TV because like when I moved the studio, I didn't bring a TV to try and be like all, I'm trying to be professional and all like that. I can't stand it, man. I got to get a TV in here because on Sunday nights, sometimes I might be accidentally distracted. It's like in the middle of a sentence, we'll be talking about something all serious and important, like talking about, and with the condition of politics today, you understand? Oh, damn. Now, fuck that. That was a touchdown. He was in, bro. Like it's going to be kind of like, I'm trying to do better, though. I'm trying to do better.
Yeah. So I got this monitor here that I'm doing the show, but on this monitor here, I got the game. So I'm doing this.
The multitask. Hey, I feel you. Hey, congratulations, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They did their thing over the Vikings today. They did a little something. Way to start it off, right? We'll see. So, by the way, if you're watching, we're quite curious. Who the hell is your team? Who's your team? Who's your football team? Let us know. And Cowboys 26-0. Oh Lord, thank you, ma'am. See, that's what's up. 26-0. Okay. All right. I'll give them that. It's gonna be an interesting season, boy.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is.
I tell you what, and this is actually for the first time in a while, I'm really going to between DVR, I'm gonna be able to really get into some football this year because the past couple of years, I'm catching like every other game or catching games like the night after. Or like from having the DVR type of thing. So you're watching a game that you already know how it's going to end, but you watch the game just to see it, that type of thing. Anyway, but yeah, we're gonna get into it a little something though. But overall, man, how was your weekend?
It was pretty good. I mean, I had to work a little bit, and then me and you were supposed to hook up. Right now, actually. But we didn't get to do that for unforeseen reasons. I'm sure we're gonna talk about it here in a minute.
Matter of fact, so yeah, that's a fact. I'm gonna go ahead and snitch right now on us. So y'all know that we're working on a movie. Go figure. But yeah, it's a movie that's going to be coming out. The premiere, I want to say, is going to be February of 2024. We're still in the shooting phases of this movie, but we were supposed to be on the set tonight. But I got to share some of the ridiculous shit. So one of the stars of the movie, like one of the main characters in the movie, we were supposed to shoot tonight, and lo and behold, there was a scene where he had to ride a motorcycle, like around the corner, slide up, jump off the bike and there was a scene, right? He's riding a motorcycle that required him to ride a motorcycle. And he was going to do that you know, on a motorcycle. The problem with that is that how do you say it gently? So he don't know how to ride a motorcycle. What the problem is,
Right. Right.
So what we did, we got to clown him a little bit. Hold on. So the biker didn't know how to ride the motorcycle. So, but as in all things, there's a fix for that. As in several members of the cast are going to be going to motorcycles. Some of them already did. The rest of them, he was one of the ones that for whatever reason didn't get his motorcycle schooling in. So he's going to get his motorcycle schooling in, and we're going to finish this damn movie. There's plenty of other scenes to shoot. Obviously, it's a movie, so it's going to take months, several months to complete. But yeah, so for that reason, we got the night off. So we get to come back here and do the big boneyard like we're supposed to do, because we were gonna do the show from the set.
And you would think, though, being the fact that you auditioned for a role, right? You auditioned for a main role, okay, and you knew that you had to know how to ride a bike. You knew that,
right?
So. You can't wait. You know, how long we've been going through this? A couple months now? You know, with the whole setting up phase and all that. So you can't wait till the day of when it's time for you to, action. And you like, I don't know how to ride that motherfucker.
So, hey, you remember in the, so we were doing, I think it was the first or the second casting call. And it was this dude came in here. Black dude, tall, good looking brother, leather jacket and all this kind of stuff. And man, I mean, he knocked his audition out the park. The dude was great. Then came the little part where we asked some questions, the different actors, the people that are trying to get cast in the movie. I said, so you ride a motorcycle? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, okay, great. You know anything about motorcycle clubs? Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I said, oh, well, tell me about it. He said, oh, well, he goes, well, and young dude, he's like 23, 24 years old. He said, oh, well, I'm a member of the Buffalo Soldiers and I ride a Kawasaki ZX10 Yamaha R1. I said, what kind of bike was that? ZX10 Yamaha R1. I said, okay. I said, all right, that's very interesting because there's a few, for those of y'all who know, there's a few problems with all of his statements. Yeah, right. You remember you was there. And I said, was you ever in the military? He said, no, never was, never had the honor. I said, were you ever in law enforcement? He said, no, none of that. I said, well, damn. I said, call me crazy, but I thought the Buffalo Soldiers, you had to be in the military or law enforcement, a veteran, active duty, something like that. He goes, oh, that. No. See, I wouldn't remember though. But like I knew a guy who kind of sort of talked to my mother once upon a time. But then I kind of became an honorary rider member. I'm like, oh, okay. What kind of bike you got again? Oh, that's a Yamaha ZX10 R1. That's a nice bike. I don't think I ever seen one of those because you named like 5 bikes. Well, see, I don't even remember. I said, did you ride the bike? No, I didn't. Anyway, long story short, actors.
Hold on, that was the one that had that Thriller jacket on, wasn't it?
Yes.
Was that the one that had Michael Jackson jacket on? Yeah.
Yeah, that was him. That dude. Well, look, let me tell you, he's a good actor because boy, when I tell you, that dude was like, yes. That would be a ZX10 Yamaha R1.
Yeah, he was solid about it.
Oh yeah. If you didn't know shit about motorcycles, you would have been like, oh damn, that's the shit right there. I'm like,
and he had a curl too. And he had a curl too.
Yep, damn sure did. Had the Michael Jackson joint going. I was like,
I remember I was standing out there when he walked by, and I was thinking, like, I'm like, okay, he got the Thriller jacket on, and he got a curl. So and he was like slim, he was like real slim. You know what I mean? Yep. I said, he'll be up in the corner going.
He's like, you knock me off my feet now, baby. Woo! I was like, yeah, that was cracking me up. But yeah, but what you said though is true. It's like you're gonna be in a biker movie where there's motorcycles and people riding them. So I guess that shit was just an afterthought. But the good news is that Burt's Barracuda, Harley Davidson is absolutely taking care of all the actors. They're putting them through the Harley Davidson Riding Academy. So they're taking care of everybody, either the ones that already took care of or the ones that need it. So that's kind of cool. And this is an actual class. So they're actually going to get their Florida motorcycle endorsement that goes on your driver's license and everything else. So it's like a real deal. So once and these cats are actually going to do the regular course and then a bit more extensive kind of stuff to get them ready for this movie. So the end result is going to be I'm not going to say everybody's going to be riding like a vet, but it's going to be pretty damn believable when you see them, when you see this movie. And make sure y'all come out and see the movie. But it's definitely it's gonna be some good shit. It's gonna be some good shit. But I swear I'm gonna be laughing for the next 2 weeks about the you couldn't ride a motorcycle. But that's all right. You know, what are you gonna do?
Man, I'm telling you what, man, I was stoked for this. You know what I mean? I had everything ready. I had everything ready. I done jumped on. I'm ready to head down the way. And then I had to turn around and come back because I remembered, I'm like, hold on. Bone getting over that COVID shit. So I came back here, grabbed my damn bag shit, because I knew I was gonna be around your ass, but I didn't want to be around your ass.
I hear you.
When I came to grab my, that's when you called. I was like, oh, they done canceled. What you mean? I'm ready because my director had already sent out the message. I said, what we was gonna do. He was like, I need y'all in character, ready to go. This. I'm on it. You know what I mean? I'm on it. Oh, and then he can't ride.
I'll tell you, the funny thing was, here's the funny thing. And I know the director didn't take it as being funny per se, because he was dead ass serious. He was like, so yeah, some of y'all are, like real bikers and stuff. So, the movies that we use on the set, they're not real, right? So, you don't have to bring no guns with you, because we'll just give you the fake ones. That's movie guns, okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm like, man, me and Archbishop ain't shot nobody in like 2-3 weeks. Come on. It's been a while. It's been a while. He was stone cold. I was joking. He was stone cold quiet. He was like, okay.
Man, because that scene was gonna be nice. I had already had it planned in my mind what I was gonna do.
Yes.
It was all ready to go.
This is gonna be some good fun shit. I'll put it like this. If y'all remember Pac from Ice Cold Riders, he is actually gonna be flying in to do his damn scenes. Because you remember we ran lines and shit right here on the Big Boneyard. And so he did pretty good. They watched and was like, hell yeah, if you want in, you're in. This motherfucker's flying down here. I guess I forget how many days he's supposed to be shooting, but I'm like, damn, that's kind of cool. But it's just because it's gonna be such a fun project. But then y'all are gonna be able to see your boys on the on the silver screen or whatever. I'm excited about that. But it is gonna be a lot of damn fun though. And the scene, your ass is a fucking lunatic. I can't look at you the same way after these scenes. I'm gonna be like kind of wondering about your ass. And like,
I tell you, bro. Listen what I'm telling you. I was on that shit, ready to go. I ain't in character today, so I knew just to be on it. You know what I mean?
Oh, hell yeah! Hell yeah! That's it. That's what I'm talking about. That shit there. But I tell you what, we didn't do it yet, but we want to share with y'all the thing that we always share with y'all, which is this show, Big Boneyard. We have a lot of fun here. We cover a lot of stuff, but the subjects and the topics and the opinions, what we say here are our opinions and our positions, our opinions only. They do not, they're not reflective of our clubs or any organizations that we may or may not be affiliated with. These are our opinions and our opinions only. So whatever we say, that don't belong to nobody else. That's us saying it. So had to get that little piece out the way. But shit. So let's tell you all about tonight's show, which is this show is called American Biker MCs: Real Life versus TV and Movies. So what the hell does that mean? So here's the thing. So the way we wrote it up was like this. What's your favorite biker movie? What's your favorite biker TV show? How many times have you jumped on the bike hoping that you were looking as cool, just as cool looking as the one guy in that one scene from your favorite movie? Nah, me neither. But some of y'all have done that shit. So that's what we're going to find out about a little bit tonight. We're going to talk about some of the favorite movies, the differences between the movies and TV shows and real life, which we're finding out a lot of that right now. So, by the way, what we're trying to do with this movie is incorporate as much realism, real biker shit into a movie that's a movie, you know, because a lot of times these movies kind of miss the mark a little bit. But and by the way, if y'all are watching, we definitely, well, first of all, if you hadn't done it yet, like, subscribe, share. Take 2 seconds and do that for us right now, please. I'm looking at the numbers, so if that shit jumps up, that means y'all did it. Okay, somebody's starting to. All right. But yeah, so like, subscribe, share. But definitely, the phone number is 310-870-8994. So y'all give us a call if y'all want to chop it up about it. We want to hear about your favorite movie, favorite biker show, who should have been in it, who shouldn't have been in it, what was stupid about it, what was great about it, all that old shit. So we definitely want to hear it. But man,
or
so,
also in these movies, if you want to know whether something is this what actually goes on and what it don't actually go on, you know what I mean?
That part, because that's a big one. Because the thing that I think one of the things that we're both learning is that, so y'all don't know this, but the movie's called Ride or Die. Wasn't in love with the name of that because it seems like so cliche, but for those of us in the biker community, that's something that means something a little different. Now the whole world uses that expression. But anyway, the thing is, the first script was kind of, I'm telling y'all some behind the scenes scoop on this movie, which God willing is going to be a big movie. But anyway, the first script, we scratched it because there was so much non-biker shit that was supposed to be a biker movie, but basically it read like a damn Romeo and Juliet soap opera shit that didn't really, I mean, all the expressions, the terms, the way it was just, it wasn't no biker shit. So pretty much scratched that shit or scrapped it. But where we at now, oh, the shit is hot and it's real. So like Archbishop said, if you have what's the difference between the TV and the movie, or if you notice something that drives you crazy about one of these movies or TV shows, shit, let us know about it. I'll tell you, one of my pet peeves is, and this is probably my biggest one, when you see some fool like on Sons of Anarchy, they're horrible about it. I can't tell you how many times Jax and the other dude go somewhere and they get in the truck or the car with their rags on. Don't even think, and don't nobody say shit. They driving in their colors. Now, for those of y'all that are real bikers, you know that's just insanity. That's just the most disrespectful shit you could do, is putting your damn colors in a cage. You don't fly in a cage. You know, that's why we call it a cage. A cage is a car. For those of y'all who don't know, if we say cage, we mean a car, like an automotive vehicle, like a truck, a car, a limousine, a motherfucking helicopter, something with them four walls around it. That's a cage. You don't do that. But doggone RJ420 said, coming from the gang life, we call them dudes false flaggers, and we used to beat their ass on that. Understood, sir. Understood. And Kimo said he was playing with fire. Oh yeah. Oh boy, on the bike, yeah. But hey, we gonna get him straight though. We definitely gonna get him straight. Nicole,
but you know
Bell,
that though, because now here's the thing. This is this part that that the people gotta understand. Now, when we were sitting in there, we sitting in there, and you got the writer, you got the director, the assistant director, the guy that does the filming, everything. Like they're all sitting in there, and we just kind of sitting, you know what I mean? Like I'm sitting behind Bone, and you know what I mean. We just sitting there listening to all these people as they come through. And a lot of times we was giving them like scenarios that we was coming up with them, like, hey, talk about this. I want right you to do this. So this guy, when he comes in, he wasn't thinking that he was going to be talking to people that actually rode motorcycles. He thought directors and stuff like that. So, you know, he was confident as hell about it, but he know the hell he was talking about too. You know what I mean? Figuring like, okay, well, you know what I mean, if I say it with enough conviction, they'll believe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that was it.
Like,
but did you see him though? Well, when I tell you, this dude tried to sell it, he said, yeah, that would be a ZX10 Yamaha R1, like with like a little oomph behind it, you know. And I said, "Ooh, that's a nice bike, huh?" Oh yeah, that motherfucker was serious as hell. I said, when I asked about the Buffalo Soldiers, I'm like, "You look a little young for that," but you know, was you in the military? Oh no, never had to honor serving. Law enforcement? No. How the fuck are you in the Buffalo Soldiers? You know, when I called them, oh, no, see. But yeah, that dude, I tell you what though, as it turns out,
he'd be like, see what it was.
But yo, this dude was legit a good fucking actor though, because like I said, if you did not know, you would have believed every word he said, man. This dude, I was like, what the hell? But yeah, but that was all right. Ali in the house. What's up, man?
I was already peeping his ass when he came in with that curl, and he had the Gary Coleman part on the side.
Yeah, he did. Oh shit, that's great.
Had the Frederick Douglass. I'm like, hell no, he on bullshit. As soon as he walked in, like, hell no.
Damn, Nicole Bell said she worked for Cycle Trader, and no, he gave about 5 different bikes, and he did with a straight face. That was fun though. You know, that's some of that shit. Hey, what I'm hoping is, and here I go putting the cart way before the horse. But you know how like at after the end of a movie they had like them bloopers and takeout reels and shit like that. I would love to see a reel of, because I know you've watched them, the reel of the casting call, because some of that shit was hilarious. You know, like there was somebody, I know who you're thinking about. You're thinking about that very last person.
That one?
Yeah. Oh shit. Hey, we going straight to hell for that. There's somebody there. Yeah.
Man, how would he go?
We're going to hell for that one.
Hey, you got that, man. Damn, I'm going to hell. But that one was funny.
Yo, Ghost Eagle said, my favorite biker documentary is Sons of Anarchy. I loved all the great info it taught us about the ins and outs of the biker lifestyle. Okay.
Right.
Ghost Eagle. That's my favorite documentary, I think.
You know what though? If the biker world was actually like Sons of Anarchy, you know, everybody was a fucking biker. But I tell you, that's not what it's about for real. That's really not it.
Facts. I tell you what, that's a fact though.
Like they took all the good shit and put it all in here and like scratched all the bullshit, the fuck shit, the backstabbing, the fake brotherhood shit, all that. Like you scratched all that and just put all this in. Okay, we having fun, we riding, we fucking bitches, we got prostitutes over here, we selling dope over here, we have everybody got bread and we good. And everybody fucking them up. That's what they have. That's not what it is. That's really not what it is. Yeah. You know what I mean? Actually, half of them ones that's on that movie, that was on that show, they don't ride fucking bikes either.
Oh yeah. They'll get on a
with them bikes strapped on it, and they just sitting there while the truck ride down the road, and you just sitting there holding on to the damn bike like you riding. You ain't doing shit.
That was one of the things. I'm glad you said that, because that was one of the things we've talked about that. And in regard to this movie, I'm serving as a technical director with this movie. And one of the things that was, in fact, me and Archbishop talked about it at the very first casting call, when someone said, "Oh, well, I don't have to ride a motorcycle. You can get one of those trailer things." And we was like, "Oh, hell no. That's because why not? Because that shit ain't real. Oh, it'll look written. Fuck that." How the little kid say on Instagram? But bullshit. But bullshit. You know?
Right.
Like, no, that ain't gonna fly. If you're gonna be doing the thing, you're gonna ride not I know how to drive a motorcycle. Well, you drive a car, you ride a motorcycle, so I think you're lying. Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Sound put on. We need to get that sound downloaded. So when we got somebody on there, they talking or whatever, and they say some shit and be like, "Oh, bullshit."
Oh, hell yeah. I'm gonna work. Hey, you know what? There's a way to do it on this shit. I gotta figure that out. Anybody's got that sound, send it.
So that way, get somebody on here talking or whatever, and we just know that's what you hit. The bullshit.
Oh, I'll tell you what better. If we can make the little baby boy pop up every time they say some shit, the little video pop up, but bullshit. Yo, but I tell you what. So as far as these movies are concerned, I'll tell you, and definitely we want to hear from you. And by the way, if you didn't hit the like, subscribe, or share button, do it now. I keep saying that stuff. But I'll tell you a movie that was, I'm going to go, a movie, I definitely watched it. I probably watched it more than once, not thinking or appreciating it at all for being accurate in any stretch of the imagination. It was just a cool movie. Ice Cube was in it. And it was in 2004. And the movie, I got a note. 2004, it was a movie called Torque. And it had Ice Cube, Jamie Presley, Jay Hernandez was in that movie. And basically the idea was somebody hid some crystal meth inside a motorcycle, and a bunch of sport bike riding people who were supposed to be tough and hard ass and everything like that, and a goofy ass MC called the Reapers. They were on sport bikes, and they were a motorcycle gang, and they was on sport bikes, and they were riding all over the place, doing all this. It was like ballet on motorcycles, and they outraced the locomotive and then jumped the motorcycle on top of the locomotive, and then the other guy jumped on top of the train, and then they fought it out with the motorcycles hitting each other's front tires. And yeah, it was fucking crazy. And then somebody killed Ice-T's brother, and they set somebody. That was it was the silliest shit, right? Silly as fuck. But if you didn't know no damn better, you might think, well, damn, that's what these bikers are doing. Not a Harley in sight. Not a Harley in sight.
No. Not at all. But you know what, though? I was always wondering, like, how in the world did they even... Like, I used to ride crotch rockets here and there, whatever, but I ain't never liked them. I mean, I just never liked them simply because it was just, number one, I'm old, so my back hurting, and I'm not going to do that. Number two, the little foot peg, I got to look down to see where it is because, of course, I got big feet, and that ain't going to work. So, and I'm not going nowhere far in it, because the way I'm all hunched down or whatever. Like I said, I got a booster sitting right outside here that I'm not going to ride. You know what I mean? I may ride it from where it's at, down the street, just to make sure the battery stay charged. But other than that, I'm not going nowhere in it because I just don't got the back to do it. But anyway, so what we're talking about is these movies now. You know what I mean? And like I said, we got a lot of, if you think about it, a lot of the stereotype that goes on now, a lot of the reasons why these stereotypes go on is simply because of the movies and the shows that people watch it. So they automatically think that this is what actually goes on. This is what bikers actually do, and to the ones that's watching, that actually are bikers, that's in bike clubs and whatnot, that's not it at all, but Hollywood has pushed it to that level to where, you have a lot of people that join the club simply because they watch Sons of Anarchy, or they watch Mayans, or they watch Biker Boys or Toric, what I mean? Any movie like that kind of personified what the Hollywood thought biker clubs were in order to make money, sell tickets, and this is what they put it on. But that's not actually true, and a lot of the stuff that we're going through now is simply off of the notion that people have watched these shows and movies and whatnot. And this is going on. Oh, you back?
The aliens abducted me. The aliens abducted me. Damn. What happened?
Yeah, I don't know what happened to you. You just kind of zoned out. So I just kept it pushing while fixing your technical issues.
Yep.
But what I was saying,
thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Get you up on
Damn.
what I was saying. I was
Yes,
saying
sir.
that the Hollywood kind of pushed this persona out as to what they felt bikers were. You know what I mean? And when you watching, Biker Boys and Torque and
Yeah.
Sons of Anarchy and the Mayans and
Mhm.
whatever, it puts this narrative out that okay, this is what bikers are about, and it pushed like you see like on Torque and Biker Boys, it pushed more towards street bikes. But
Right.
when you about Mayans and Son of Anarchy, it pushed more towards a one percenter type lifestyle.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
But neither one are true.
Right.
So now let me say this. Does some of this stuff actually go on in some of these clubs?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is it always? No. You know what I mean? Now, when you go to a regular party and people at a party, you at a party, let's just say bike week,
Mhm.
or Sturgis. A lot of shit goes on. You know what I mean? And people go just for the simple fact that they know it's gonna be some shit going on. You know what I mean?
Right.
Somebody walking around that bitch naked. Somebody gonna be doing some crazy shit over here. Somebody gonna be doing this. You know that because the whole biker lifestyle
Culture.
is
Yeah.
on freedom of expression, freedom of choice, freedom of speech, to be
Yep.
able to go out and do whatever the hell you want to do, and ain't nobody gonna judge me, and I'm gonna do and be what I want to be.
Yep. That's it.
On the weekend,
Right.
and then when it's over with, they go home, and this one here becomes Susie Homemaker, and this one here is Joe Blow from H&R Block, and that's what a lot of them are. You know what I mean? Only a small section of people that actually live the lifestyle every day. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, a lot of these movies don't portray that. So when we got asked to be a part of this movie here, one of the things that we said was that we wanted to make it authentic as possible.
Right.
So a lot of stuff that you're gonna see in this movie is gonna be actual shit that people know. Okay, yeah, that goes on. You know what I mean? You're not gonna see somebody jump in the car with fucking rags on. You're not gonna,
Yeah. Right.
There's certain things that if you watching the show as a biker, and I know everybody has done this. They sit there and they watch the movie and they see little stuff that go on. They be like, that don't happen.
Yeah, that's a bunch. It's bullshit. I'll tell you. Who was it? I think it was somebody was just saying about Stone Cold. Chemo was saying it's a movie called. I was gonna mention that one. It's a movie called Stone Cold from 1991. That was a good. It had old boy in it. Was it Brian Bosworth? I think it was the football player. Brian Bosworth was in that movie. That was that was a good, entertaining movie. It didn't get too crazy as far as a lot of times these movies get a little fucking nuts. I will say, probably the most realistic biker movie ever made was this movie with Martin Lawrence called Wild Hogs, and because that's some real shit. Because that's what happens every day. Oh, no, I'm just kidding. All right. I lied. But yeah, that was funny as shit. Everybody done seen Wild Hogs, and Wild Hogs is sort of like the national. It's like the universal joke on the biker set. Like oh, here come Wild Hogs. If somebody's calling you Wild Hogs, that's not a compliment.
No.
that ain't a good thing. But that movie was funny as all hell. What else? Okay, real talk. There is a movie that's not MC at all. but a lot of bikers aren't a part of an MC. There's an expression, they call them free riders. Free riders. Free riders are a guy who, hey, he's all about this lifestyle. He's a biker. He's doing his thing. He might be a little nomadic, jump on his bike on a Monday with a tank of gas and end up 4 states away a couple of days later, looking like, how much money do I got to make it back home? But he's lived some life and did some shit. He did what the fuck he wanted to do, right? So, but there's this movie made 2017. It's called Road to Paloma, and it's with Jason Momoa and his wife at the time, Lisa Bonet, and Tim Murphy, the Irish bad guy from Sons of Anarchy. He's in the movie as well. He plays a cop. But this movie was about a guy named Wolf, who was an Indian, and he lived on the reservation, and somebody came and killed his mother. They killed and raped his mother, and his father is a cop. So his cop arrests the dude, does the right thing, depending on who you are. Anyway, his father arrests the guy, tried to do what he thought the right thing to do was. And because the guy was a white guy, not a Indian who lived on the reservation, they couldn't try him under tribal law. So he had to turn him over to the feds. So he turned him over to the feds, and they let him go after 6 months being in jail because they said they had not enough evidence to prosecute him. They let him go. So Wolf spent 6 months tracking down the dude that murdered and raped his mother. So he brutally murdered the shit out of this guy, scalped him, fucked him up, like just murdered him to the third power. So now Wolf, since he done committed this murder, he's got to get on the road and get the hell out. And that's what this movie is about. And so he jumps on his bike and he goes all through the American West, kind of like a throwback to cowboy movies or something. Get some dude who wants to ride with him, and they're going from town to town, having all kinds of adventures and shit. Not a motorcycle club in sight, but it's some real cool biker shit. Because in real life, Jason Momoa loves motorcycles. He rides all over the country, rides all over Hawaii, So if you want to just check out a good, let my hair down, do some biker shit kind of stuff, and get like a glimpse of what that might look like, Road to Paloma. You can probably catch it on Netflix or something like that. But so that's a hell of a good movie. But the difference is real bikers versus, as far as actors and stuff, real ones versus not real ones. Jason Momoa, actual real life, you could call him a biker because he's into the shit. He's into it. He's going to ride his shit, right? You know who I'm going to say? The non-biker. Let's say it together on a count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Lawrence Fishburne. No, how do we know this? So Lawrence Fishburne has been in several biker movies, including Biker Boys. He was Smoke in Biker Boys, right? This is the non-motorcycle ridingest, fakingest biker movie guy probably in the history of the planet. So much, man. In fact, Black Dragon, who was also in the movie Biker Boys, they have issues because Lawrence Fishburne in that movie just didn't want to ride a damn motorcycle. He was one of those, put it on the trailer and I'll sit on the trailer for a couple of minutes. And they kept wanting him to ride them because he knows how to ride a motorcycle. He just don't like it. He's not interested. Doesn't do nothing for him. So, but yeah, Lawrence Fishburne. What's that thing that old boy does on Charlemagne the God, the donkey of the day? If we was going to give a donkey of the day, it would be the Lawrence Fishburne. Do we have a hee-haw button on here somewhere? No. Nah, we don't got a hee-haw button, but if we did, Lawrence Fishburne would get it.
Yeah.
And he was in another movie called not Torque. It was called damn. What was that movie?
I forget the name of it, but hell, he didn't write.
Yeah, I forget that him and one of them Baldwin guys was in this movie. It was a biker movie, and they got out of jail, fled. That was the name of it, fled. They got out of jail and they was on the run, and turns out he was like a undercover cop or something like that. But anyway, same difference. They ended up getting a couple of Ducatis, sport bikes, and everything. Blah blah blah.
Right. And then they showed him jumping on the bike, but he wasn't riding nowhere.
Oh yeah, but look,
on a bike, cut. Get on the
Lawrence Fishburne is the expert of jumping on a motorcycle and making that pose like I'm getting ready to go, right? And then they call in the stunt double.
Right. Yeah,
I'm like, oh shit. What's another? What's like a TV show or movie that you kind of dig? Love or hate? What is it?
You know what? I'm gonna go back to the classic. One of my most favorite biker movies of all time was Easy Rider.
Oh yeah. That's definitely.
Yeah, that was by far the best biker movie ever done. You know what I mean? I love that movie.
Yep. Oh, Fury just said, she said, remember that movie in the 80s called Mask with Sam Elliott? Yeah, that was with Sam Elliott and Cher and the kid with the big head. And Sam Elliott was a biker in that movie.
Hold on, what was the dude's name?
The dude with the head.
What was his name with the big head?
I can't remember.
Oh man, what was that kid's name? Man, because we used to call kids that when we was growing up. What was his name?
No, you didn't. Oh, you call a kid.
Man, we called that him. His head was like this big, you know.
Yep.
Rocky Dennis, there you go.
Rocky, yeah, Rocky. Yeah, okay, Fury, good looking. Fury said Rocky Dennis. Right. Yo, you know you're going to hell for that one, no, right? Calling kids Rocky Dennis. Oh shit.
Man. Yeah.
Okay. All right, I'll tell you another one. So there was The Renegade, that was from 1992 to 1997. So it was on for 5 years, TV series, made 110 episodes. And it was Lorenzo Lamas, who played, his character's name was Reno Raines. And then Branscombe Richmond played Bobby Sixkiller. He was the bondsman that was buddies with Reno Raines. Reno Raines was a cop who was framed for murder, and he escaped from jail, and he was running around to make money. He was picking up bail jumpers, working for this Indian, Bobby Sixkiller. And of course, along the way, he's solving crimes and saving people and doing all of this kind of shit. And the crazy thing about that is that movie, I thought I was Reno Raines for a minute there, because I was a bounty hunter back in the day. And I had a motorcycle and my car broke down. And I had a big, I was a bail enforcement agent. We never used to say bounty hunter, but I was a bail enforcement agent. But with VFI, which was Virginia Fugitive Investigations, I had to pick up this one motherfucker. Somebody called me, hey, he's right here at the gas station. They've been here for 20 minutes. They ain't going nowhere. Like, shit. Jumped on the bike, shot on down there, grabbed this motherfucker up, tussled it out with him, boom, boom, get the cuffs on him and the whole fucking thing. And I called the Chesapeake police. They're like, give me a ride to take this motherfucker, because it's a bail bond thing. It wasn't a cop. I was, a bounty hunter. Anyway, take this motherfucker in, and they're like, basically, fuck you. Dude, this dude was worth like $8,000 to me. I slapped his ass on the back of that fucking bike, facing the other way, rode his ass into jail on the back of the bike. Oh, shit. And at that point, there's like, oh, the black ass Reno Raines. What the fuck is going on here? They tease me about that forever and ever. But yeah, but that show, The Renegade. Anybody ever seen The Renegade? If so, tell me, did you love it? Did you hate it? Did it suck? Whatever. This is old. This is back from the early 90s. What was it? 92 to 97. So that was a while back. But but yeah, I think Easy Rider, though, what you said, oh yeah, that's a legit classic. And they had a lot of, back then, it was a lot of the biker movies, because they had 50 different versions of Hell's Angel movies, and the Frankenstein versus the Hell's Angels, and anything related to some biker movie, or to some bikers. There was like about a good 10-year period where they'd make any movie and just throw some motorcycles in there and make somebody a gang. And that was what was going on back then for a minute.
Mm-hmm. Well, actually, there's a lot of shows now that they throw a little biker club in here and there. I mean, like I was watching.
Oh, yeah.
I was catching up on my episodes of Yellowstone. You
Oh
watched
yeah.
that?
Oh yep.
And remember they had a bike club that was there, that was out there in the field, and they end up murking
Mhm.
everybody and burning them out there in the field.
Yep.
You know?
The Equalizer had with the TV show Equalizer with Queen Latifah. They had a episode called One Percenter. No kidding. And the funny thing was, even though these guys were called one percenters, they wasn't one percenters. But it was a movie because Queen Latifah in real. Okay, here you go. Real versus fake. Queen Latifah actually in real life rides a motorcycle. She, in fact, her brother was a detective with the NYPD. He died on his motorcycle, which she had his motorcycle rebuilt and everything else. And she wrote it. If you ever saw this video called UNITY with Queen Latifah, is UNITY, UNITY, it's a unity. But the motorcycle that she was riding in that video is her dead brother's motorcycle. And if you look at Queen Latifah, I wish I could throw up a picture, but she's got like a big dent in her forehead. It's been there for years. That big dent, that crash in her forehead, is where she wrecked on the motorcycle and cracked her damn skull open. That's why she got that big scar on her head. Like, if y'all watching, pull up a picture of Queen Latifah and you'll see it. But yeah, that's what that is. That's where that came from. Yeah, Queen Latifah. So the Equalizer. Okay, here's one. It's called Beyond the Law with Charlie Sheen. That was actually based on a real actual thing that happened. They made several movies off of that. This one occasion where the feds infiltrated the Vagos, and there's been several movies and TV series and stuff based on what it was that took place. But Charlie Sheen, that's probably is a lot of folks don't really think of Charlie Sheen as being like this great actor, but in that movie, oh, he did his damn thing. I don't know if he was getting high back then or not, but he really did a great fucking job. I mean, he embodied, you could kind of get what it must be like to be an undercover motherfucker who worked his way into a club and then had to do all this dirty shit against the club because he was a snitch. I'm anti snitch ass cop motherfucker, but the movie was good. The movie was good. So if you want to check it out, that movie was called Beyond the Law with Charlie Sheen. And then okay, so Charlie Sheen, not a real biker. Can he ride a motorcycle? Yes. Is he a biker? No. Chuck Zito. Chuck Zito, if y'all know him, he was in Sons of Anarchy. He's in a lot of, actually, he has a movie called Honor Amongst Men that came out in 2018. Chuck Zito was a Hell's Angel chapter president. And I think he's still a standing member. He was a bodyguard and an actor and a bodybuilder, all this other kind of stuff. But him, real life biker, flashy, wears all the, all this stuff. But Chuck Zito, real life dude, real life biker who just happens to be a movie fucking guy, Nicole said, yes, I remember that from Queen Latifah. And, oh yeah, that's right. And she said, and she wears his key around her neck on a necklace. That's right. Yeah, I forgot about that part.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I did too. I forgot all about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's definitely true. You know what? I never watched this movie here.
Oh, Black Angels?
Yeah, I've never watched that one.
I've been trying to watch it for the past couple of months. I pulled it up. It was on Amazon or something like that, and they wanted to charge. And look, y'all, I feel so broke sometimes. Even I'm not completely broke, but the idea of paying $4.99 for a movie that I haven't even seen a trailer for hurts my damn feelings. So I found it online, and they wanted to charge $4.99 to watch it. In my brain, $4.99, that's a little pricey, considering a bunch of these are only $1.99. So it's probably worth the $4.99. But I also have this psychological thing that don't allow me to pay extra money for watching TV. But I want to see it.
Fire sticks. Yeah, I'm these issues, man. I mean, I go in there all the time looking for these movies and stuff. And when it comes to the part that you gotta pay for, I'm like, okay, let me switch this over. I'll punch it in a fire stick. Boom, there it go.
Look, I gotta get with that. I gotta get with that fire stick shit.
I'm not about to pay for no movie, man. You know what? Years ago, when the Fire Sticks first came out, and I know my mom watching on here, so she knows. I was I was doing everybody's Fire Stick. Everybody bought Fire Stick.
Oh, you know how to break them? To break them?
$30 a pop. I was breaking them. Boom. Here you go. Come back in 30 minutes. I got it. It was hitting them. Boom, boom, boom. It was hitting them.
What, did it change them?
Live channels, everything. I had it all down pat. And then,
damn.
and then one of the channels went offline or whatever, bring it back to me. I'll put the new stuff on there, get it back to you. Give me $25 for that one. You know, $30 for the actual hookup. You bring me your Fire Stick. What? If you bring me your Fire Stick, if I gotta buy it, if I gotta buy it and do it, it's gonna cost you $85. But if you bring it to me, $35, and when the programs drop or whatever, you bring it back to me. I'll put all the new shit on there for you for $25. Yeah. I mean, man, I was raping people.
Hell yeah.
Shit. Man, that was a side hustle, man, because everybody was on that. You know what I mean? Because think about it. This is before you had Netflix and Hulu and all of that stuff. Yeah. You know, where you can get, like even now, even with that, I still use my Fire Stick because you get everything. You know what I mean?
All kinds of good shit. Hey, thank you for calling the Big Bone Yard. You got Big Bone, you got Archbishop. Who is this? Hello? Hello? Man, let's see. Somebody called us.
And they go.
But they hung up. Okay. And they gone, right? They called us. Let me see. Everything's on. Well, hey, y'all, whoever it is, try and call us back. See if we can talk to you.
Well, it wasn't a telemarketer. It's too late for that.
Yeah. Oh, right. Shit. I'll tell you what, though, man. Okay. There's a movie called came out in 2011 called Born to Ride, and it's with Casper Van Dien. That's one of those movies I've seen. Okay, matter of fact, so there's two of these movies I mentioned. I mentioned Born to Ride and then Road to Paloma. The reason I couldn't tell you, and I wouldn't, do the spoiler thing and tell you how the movie ended. Both of those movies, I've watched them and didn't finish neither one of them, but both of them was good ass movies. So Born to Ride, that came out 2011 with Casper Van Dien. And the other one is Road to Paloma. That's with Jason Momoa and Lisa Bonet. And, hey, let me go back to Road to Paloma for a minute. So that's his wife. And, and he basically, his wife was sort of like in that movie, kind of like a hoe. He met her at a gas station or met her she broke down on the side of the road. She got her broke down car. He hooked her up, gave her a ride home. Next thing you know, he's fucking her for a few days, just banging her out, right? And then he just broke the fuck out and bye, baby, wish you well, see you later. And I'm like, man, basically, your wife was a hoe in that movie. I don't know that I would want my wife to be a hoe in a movie, but I don't know. That's like an actor thing. She was in Angel Heart, where she was definitely a hoe in that movie. She was like a witch hoe or something like that. If y'all seen Angel Heart, but that's a whole other thing.
But is she a hoe at home?
I don't know. Well, see, I think they split up, so they're not even together no more. So the question is I think the question of the day is Lisa Bonet a hoe? That's what we need to find out.
You can't do it out there. Oh man, shit.
Now, how does Dr. Huxtable feel about that?
I'm just saying. But you know what?
Dr. Huxtable.
Right, exactly. Who was it here? Somebody just sent me a message here. Daryl Logic. He said, FYI, have y'all seen this biker in Texas running against Ted Cruz? Did not know.
No, I saw that. He sent me that, and I was trying to figure out. Let me see.
Yeah, so if you listening or you on here, then put it out there as to who it is.
Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, because if I had, I would have liked to have played. If we could have get it in. Okay, he said Logic is in the house. What's up, Big Bone and Archbishop? Man, what's up, Logic? Hey, we want to find out about that biker that's run. It's a biker. Now, are you saying matter of fact, call in, give us a call and tell us about this. Because I'm wondering, are you saying it's a biker that's running in an election against Ted Cruz, or are you just saying he is a biker that's just giving him some shit? But if you're watching doggone If you're watching Logical, it's 310-870-8994. If you can give us a call. I mean, unless you're at work or something like that, I understand. And by the way, if you're at work, why you fucking around watching the Big Boneyard and you're supposed to be working? You know what I'm saying? They don't be paying you for that shit when you're supposed to be.
We ain't gonna say nothing. It's cool. It's cool.
Yeah, yes, we ain't gonna say nothing. We ain't gonna say nothing. Unless, of course, they call. If HR calls, yeah, I don't know, man. Okay. Hey, is this Logical? Hey, hello.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up, Logical? That's you?
Yeah, it's me. No, I'm not at work.
What's up, man? So,
hey, how y'all doing?
Oh man, we good. Hey, so what's this thing going on?
Yeah. This dude is his name is Mark Gonzalez, and he's running. He won 2 elections here in Texas again. And now he's running against Ted Cruz.
Okay.
He's a body club as well.
Wait, he's a what?
And I can. He's in the MC club down there in the southern half of Texas.
Oh, no shit. That's what's up.
Yeah, he's he's tatted up and everything. I'm like, okay. I'm trying to find the name of his club again.
Same thing. Is he a Democrat or a Republican?
Name of
Yeah. So is he a Democrat or is he a Republican?
He a Democrat.
Okay.
He's a Democrat. He's in the Cavaliers MC. The Calaveras MC.
Oh, Calaveras. Okay. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, he's running against Ted Cruz. He don't like Ted Cruz. He calls Ted Cruz all kinds of names and everything. I really think he still needs to get some more. I came across him on accident, really, and I was like, well, who's this guy? Nobody knows about.
Right.
Because I haven't heard. I'm up here. I said, well, he can to beat Ted Cruz. He get out there more.
Yeah.
Yeah, he need all the help he can get to beat Ted Cruz. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Them old Republicans.
Ted Cruz stays on the dick so hard. That's the thing. Ted Cruz stays on that dick so hard that he's got a lot of money from dick riding.
Right.
So, for sure.
This dude's gonna need some money to fight with him. It's a shame that's the way it is, but that is the way it is. It's like the running an election. You gotta have some dough. Logical.
I really think it's a good look. I only think it's a good look for him to be running at that high office and being from the MC community.
Yeah. I think that's fantastic. I really do, man, because that's something we've talked about this on the show before. Is that if the rest of the world could kind of figure out some of the shit that we got figured out in the MC community, then the world would be a better place. I think if governments were run like certain clubs, and shit would be better. I'm not kidding you, because as much as people don't want to believe it, the clubhouse is one of those areas that's one of the most democratic situations in the world, where your president does have certain executive privileges and executive powers, but all of that shit is kept in check. It's not like, the shit that's happened in the past 6 years in the United States ordinarily doesn't happen in an MC. I'm not saying it wouldn't happen, but ordinarily those things they're frowned upon, and there's always repercussions when that kind of bullshit happens. So that's the thing.
Right.
But for the most part, if the country was run like MCs run shit, it would be a better country. So yeah. Hey, quick question. What's your favorite biker movie and your worst biker movie or TV show? Favorite and worst.
The worst biker movie or show that I've seen, even though I watched the whole series, was that
Wait a minute, which one?
old, what's it called? The Devil's Ride.
Oh yeah. I saw that. Devil's Ride. Yep, I saw that. That was that was some phony shit. They tried to pass it off like it was real, but I saw that.
Yeah, I seen that.
Hey, do we lose? I think we lost. I think we lost him. But yeah, Devil's Ride. He's right. That was pretty fucking corny. I'll tell you. Okay, so here's one. I got a love-hate thing, and one of our co-stars was in this movie. Krista Grote was in a movie called Nation's Fire. Nation's Fire was a movie, biker movie that was shot entirely in Florida, and Krista Grote was a star, and she was a female bounty hunter and a member of a female motorcycle club, and they mixed it up in the whole thing, and it was interesting in a fantastical sort of way. But the thing was, and it was, like I said, it was shot local in the state of Florida. There's people that we know that are in that movie and the whole thing. What I didn't like about the movie is that it wasn't very realistic to how the motorcycle set, the community really is, right? And then the other thing was her son in that movie was running around acting like a little Confederate soldier the whole damn time. Even got in trouble. There's a scene in the movie where she even tells him, hey, if you get in trouble for wearing that Confederate bullshit, I'm going to tan your hide and this, that, and other thing, while she's going to school in middle school dressed like a damn Confederates. So, Confederate flags and all. I'm like, I could do without that. But I loved it because of the fact that it was a local movie, and this was 12, 14 years ago or something like that. It's kind of cool. And so Krista did her thing. Her and there was big name movie actors that were in the thing. So it was love-hate kind of a thing, but if y'all get a chance, I know that's on Amazon. It's called Nation's Fire. Check it out. They don't charge any extra money for it, but check it out. It's called Nation's Fire. So, y'all check it out. Let me know if you hate it, if you love it. And if you love it, it's our fault. If you hate it, blame somebody else.
And then too, let everybody know that Krista, her sexy ass is in that movie too.
Yep. That part. Yeah. So that you'll do yourself a favor to
And I tell you what, when we were doing that casting call and she walked in, I'm like, damn. Right. I'm like, oh my God, look at that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Krista getting them cats in there and getting nervous around her.
Little grip, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? It's like, you got like a little power.
Extra hug. Like you got to get a hug to ensure the food.
Right. I know, like it's some strong shit here. You know what I mean?
Hell yeah. Yeah. She has a great character. We won't tell you what it is, but she has a excellent her role in this movie. I'm so much looking forward to it because it's such an excellent is a very good part for her. And we know she can act her ass off. So that's gonna be like a very cool kind of a thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when she walked in, Frost, you're absolutely right. He was there.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They did freeze when they were walking. Man, I'm telling you what, she bad.
Yeah, she walked in being herself, but she has that movie star quality. She walked in the place, people was like, like that, like waiting for her to like breathe or talk or something. And then she
I walked up. She was I'm like, hey, how you doing? And she was like, hey, and I'm like, we don't do that.
Like, bring it in, bitch.
Bring it in. We don't do that.
Oh shit. Captain Kirk just said he's pretty sure that Rockham from Devil's Ride was mentioned in the ATF agent Jay Dobbins' book, No Angel. Thought that was a little interesting. Crazy thing about that, it was Jay Dobbins that was the same dude that Jay Dobbins is the guy that they based that movie on uh, with Charlie Sheen. What the fuck is his name? Beyond the Law. Beyond the Law was that movie that was based on Jay Dobbins. So yeah, Jay Dobbins wrote a book, and so now he's doing like all these Discovery Channel documentaries about biker related shit, you know, because he's not an ATF guy no more, but he's one of those guys that went undercover to, you know, do all of that stuff. He did it several times. He infiltrated several freaking clubs. Couldn't get into black clubs though, because you know his tan is broke. So you know there's that. But but aside from that, you know, he would have came fucking with everybody if he could.
Which is another reason how we talk about all the other times about you vetting these people that's coming in, actually doing an investigation on the people that you bringing in, because that keeps that happening. You know what I mean? So you got this dude here that that rich.
Yeah.
And he done sent numerous people to jail for the simple fact he was able to these clubs. And y'all done gave him colors and benefits and everything else. And he was the police the whole time, and you had no damn clue, because most of these clubs is looking for, you know, just numbers. They're looking for instead of actual, you know, people that you know that's going to be loyal to what's going on.
Right. Quality instead of quantity.
Right. Yeah. And then look what happened. Now your ass sitting in jail. His ass is making money and doing interviews for the fact he put your ass in jail.
Right. And you behind bars, but not the ones you want to be. You know,
right.
Not these bars, you behind these bars. You know.
Yeah, so make sure that these people that you bring into these clubs do an actual investigation on these people. Find out who they are, everything. Where they work at, who the kids are, everything. Like find out everything.
Hell yeah. What's that shit? We was talking about this last week about how the Aryan Nation gave the feds the idea to put together a phony ass Aryan Nation motorcycle club just because they knew it was some KKK type dudes. They said, hey, they'll let us right on in because all we got to do is be a bunch of Nazi acting motherfuckers and they'll love us. And it worked. And but of course that still wasn't good enough, so they had to trump up a bunch of charges. But anyway, I digress. But I tell y'all what, so we've been at it for 1 hour and 8 minutes, almost 1 hour and 9 minutes, and it's been good to get back and talk about some biker shit. If y'all get a chance, hit us up on the Facebook group, the Big Boneyard, and we're gonna talk about some of these movies because I know there's some good ass movies out there, and I ain't seen them all. Archbishop he ain't seen them all neither. Let us know some good movies to check out and tell us why, tell us the ones to avoid, tell us what sucks and what don't. You know, we always want to hear from y'all. And but I'm not watching that Black Angels movie because, you know, $4.99, you know, there's that. But but other than that, man, what say you, Archbishop?
Well, you know, like I said, just like always, you know, we appreciate everybody for being here. You know, coming out, listening, whatever. Like I said, we're gonna be focusing on this movie thing. Now we still gonna be doing the show, and we're gonna. I'm hoping that we're gonna be able to do a little something where we can take a couple little snippets of some stuff that we doing. You know, like hey man, you know what I mean? You know, just to show. I mean, not to show y'all everything that's going on, but just a little something, just, you know what I mean, that you see our boys out here handling this shit out here. You know what I mean? And after that, we're gonna be pushing the hell out of this, because once we get it going, then we want all of y'all to look at this, because there's a possibility that it's either gonna be a part 2 or a series after that.
That part.
So we, you know what I mean? Now, and the part 2 is cool. I like to go to the series. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I dig that.
Series has longevity to it. You know what I mean? And you're trying to get over there. You know what I mean? So we're gonna be pushing the hell out of this. But like I said, to everybody that comes out every Sunday to watch us, man, you know what I mean? I appreciate y'all being here. You know what I mean? Like, follow, share, subscribe, whatever. Tell your people, you know what I mean? Come on here. Come on here and check us out, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We ain't we just some old bikers out here, you know what I mean, trying to spread a little knowledge and have a little fun in the meantime. You know what I mean? So to everybody, peace out.
That part. Hey, love and respect, y'all. Thank y'all for joining us here on the Big Boneyard. We're gonna see you back in a whole 7 days. All right. Hey, love and respect, y'all.
Welcome to the Big Boneyard. Enter at your own risk.
To pursue a career in law because it gives me an opportunity to help people. When a client chooses us to represent them, they're entrusting us with a huge responsibility. It's our goal to exceed their expectations with our personalized service and to help them to achieve the best possible recovery to compensate them for their injuries.
That's where we come in. We come in and we solve that problem for them and really set them on the right track in order to try and get back to what their life was like before the accident happened.